Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't made a video in a little while and people are waiting for it, especially my little cousin Noah. So I told him that the first thing I was gonna do in this video was give him a shout out. So hi Nono, my #1 fan. I love you. Thank you for watching all my videos. So here I have my husband Louis. He's a little camera shy. We're gonna do a couples Q&A. I had a couple people that I know. Ask us questions, mostly my family members. You know, I got no friends. So we're gonna answer your guys' questions today. Excuse my husband while he, you know, releases the nerves. Down here, you guys can't see him, but he's like shaking his legs.
I'm not nervous.
He's dancing out here.
Why would I be nervous? Go on with your video, bro.
Okay. So the questions are all over the place. I'm looking at my husband's phones to look at them because I record on my phone. So first question is, who's Olivia's favorite? Which is my daughter.
You are?
I'm her favorite, guys. Come on, everybody knows that the kids at first love mom, but soon down the line, you know, they become daddy's girl, daddy's boy, and they forget about mom. So for now, I'm her favorite. What's y'all's favorite food?
I don't think it happens.
No, I know his favorite food.
What is it?
Let's say it together.
I can't.
Okay, think on your head, what's your favorite food? And we'll do 1, 2, 3, a countdown.
I don't know. Just say it, bro.
Okay, I think his favorite food is wings.
You might be right about that one. Who don't love chicken wings?
And my favorite food?
Pizza. Everything with pizza, lasagna.
It's not pizza though. It used to be pizza, but I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm always pooping myself.
Yeah,
So it's not pizza no more.
You still.
You okay? Is everything all right in there? It's fine.
Okay, but what do I like to eat all the time?
Chicken, rice.
No. Come on.
I said lasagna. Pasta.
Lasagna, pasta.
I said
okay?
that at first.
Yeah, but you didn't say pasta. You said lasagna. Pasta's my favorite food. My sister asked who's cuter. What do you guys think?
Isn't that obvious already?
I'm gonna let you guys comment down below who's cuter, me or my husband Louis. He says it's obvious. We don't know. Do you miss being in North Carolina?
I miss the sushi and my friends.
Your military friends.
Yep.
You know what? I'm kind of weird. Like, I feel like I miss North Carolina because I'm a little bit antisocial. And even though I have my family down here and I love having my family near, I kind of liked it that we were alone up there and we had nobody. That sounds kind of, well, it was both. Sometimes I hated being alone and sometimes I liked that we were alone. So I kind of miss the isolation and not being around 1,000 people because Hispanic families, you know, were always around each other. Even during the pandemic. If you could change one thing about each other, what would it be?
Kind of lazy, sis.
That I'm lazy?
Yep, you say it yourself.
Okay, I'll take it. If I could change one thing about Louis, I would change that he's slow with it. Like, I'll ask him to wash some dishes or something and he'll take like 30 years to go wash that plate. And I know I'm not the only woman like this. All the time when you ask somebody to do something, if they take even 5 minutes to do it, you're like, let me just do it. I'll do it myself. Majority of us girls are like that and I'm like that. So I don't like that Louis takes 30 years to do everything. That makes you mad?
How you mad?
What was Louis's reaction when you told him you were pregnant? So I'll let him say his side of the story and then I'll say mine.
I went to the car when you told me. I was a little shocked. A little shook.
Mm-hmm.
A little tear coming by.
A little tear,
A
one?
little tear. Just one little tear.
And what were you thinking?
I'll be that.
And did you tell anybody? Okay, so my reaction or my experience telling Louis, I just remember that I had called him because the military is a little bit different. Like, I went and I got the test done at the doctor's and they called me to tell me the news over the phone. And typically that's not like what people do. They tell you in person, but I was notified that I was pregnant over the phone. So I called Louis. He was at work. You know, he's a Marine. He was there, or he's a veteran now, but he was at work. And I just remember that at first I was like crying and sobbing. I didn't even know what to say. And I was like, I'm pregnant. And Louis was just like, why are you crying? Like, this is good. This is a blessing. He was like talking me down because I was the one hyperventilating. And then literally like 5 or 10 minutes later, I mean, we had hung up at that point, and like 5 or 10 minutes later, he calls me back and he's like, I'm gonna be a dad. I'm about to shed a tear. So he was excited. I think he was excited. It's obviously a shock. Nobody, if it's an unexpected pregnancy, nobody initially is like, I mean, I wouldn't say nobody, but majority of the times you're not initially like filled with excitement. But I would say that he was surprised and then automatically was like, this is a blessing. Right? Okay. I don't know how to unlock your phone. Okay, one thing you guys don't like about each other. I mean, that's kind of the same as the one thing we would change, right? Or you want to say one thing you don't like about me? That's
One thing, what is it about you?
one thing you don't like about each other.
That's a story for another day.
Damn, boy. Okay, whatever. We'll skip that one. So my friend Carolina asked, do you want any more kids?
Obviously, guy. Baby number 2 on the way.
So he wants a kid and I don't. Well, not necessarily that I don't.
Stop lying to the people. You said, no more babies.
Look, I'm down for 2. I'll meet him in the middle. I'm down for 2. But right now, look, right now my daughter is 1.5 years old and she doesn't sleep at night still. She wakes up like 2 or 3 times in the night. She wakes up 2 or 3 times in the night and she's such like a hassle. She's a very difficult baby.
I'm talking about my daughter.
But I love her, and I think that in the future, in like maybe 3 or 4 years, when my daughter is potty trained and when she's sleeping through the night, I'll be down to have another kid. Because the reality of it is, who's awake at night with the baby? Majority of the time, almost all the time, me, and I don't have time for that. Right?
You're right about that one, but shit, I need more babies.
Okay, we'll go back to this. Lewis's friend said, "Will you be feeding my boy?"
Everything from the streets. That's the truth.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't really cook that much.
Oh, see, look, back to that question. One thing I would change.
That I don't really cook.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't really cook, and I've noticed that a lot of us, Hispanics and stuff, our parents like know how to cook really, really good, and then us, we don't really know how to cook. That's something that we need to get on top of. And actually, me and Louis want to take a cooking class. But your girl be making some pasta. I can make some rice in the rice cooker. Chicken, here's my problem with chicken. I have like a phobia of meat. So I can cook it once it's already cut. I'll season it and like make it, but my husband has to cut it. And he doesn't like that. Oh, Shashi asked, how much do y'all love Shashi? My friend Shashi asked, how much do y'all love Shashi?
What do you say?
I love Shashi. You know what? This is random for the people who don't know who Shashi is, but I just love how open and welcoming a lot of my friends are. And I would say that's like one of my friends who's she doesn't care who you are. She's just like, come to my group. I love that. You don't love that?
She said, pull up.
Yeah, exactly. She's a great friend. Okay, my friend Gabby asked, what do you guys believe are the keys to a successful marriage?
Communication and appreciation for one another.
Communication and appreciation? I say communication is the biggest thing. Talking through things. And that's something me and Louis have had to work through, because in the beginning he was very closed off. He didn't want to talk about anything, right? So communication, and then I would say compromise. Sometimes there's stuff that I want to do that Louis doesn't want to do, like film this video that I forced him to do. Sometimes there's things that Louis wants to get that I don't want to get. We have to like meet each other in the middle with a lot of things, and I think that is the key to anything, right? At least in terms of a successful marriage. Also, I would say just being friends, keeping the friendship. I think above all, like, yes, romance is there, but me and Louis are just really good friends. He's my best friend, and that's the number one thing. If you're friends with them, you're always gonna have a deep foundation to stand on. So that's my answer to that. You agree?
Sure.
Why are you saying it
I
like
mean, I
that?
said my thing, you said your thing, so yeah.
Okay. How's it like being first-time parents?
Great. I love it. I want more kids. Happy babies.
Okay, I would say yes. To play devil's advocate, I would say it is a great thing. I love having my daughter. I feel like she brings so much happiness to my family that we had never known, you know, and I feel like children just do that. And then at the same time, I feel like it has been hard and it has been a hardship that sometimes brings troubles into my relationship with Louis because I get mad that he doesn't want to make her milk or whatever, you know. It causes issues sometimes and it is hard. Just simple things that I used to take for granted, like taking a poo or taking a shower. Like I cannot do that without making sure that my daughter is covered, you know. I can't just go out to the store or whatever. Like I have to make sure like this little life is in my hands, so I have to make sure she's covered before I can do basic things that I took for granted. Even today we were eating at the dining table and I told them like I don't even remember what it was like to eat and not have like a kid hovering over me. So simple things like that, I realize now that like it's much more difficult having a kid, but I definitely say that having a kid brings so much joy to your life that it doesn't even matter all those other things, right? Why are you laughing, bro?
Because you're talking about eating food.
Yeah. How's it like being first-time homeowners?
It's stressful because I feel like you bought a good house, but I gotta be doing a bunch of crap to it. And that lady right here, let me spend my money in no house. Let me just let it burn. All the house is flooded. Not my problem.
I never said that.
Flooding.
I never
Do
said that.
something.
I never said that.
Well, that's why you got you beat.
Okay, so I would say yes, it is stressful. I would say it's great, and I feel like it's stressful at the same time. I think it's great in the sense that this is our house. We don't have to ask anybody for permission for anything. You know, when you rent a place, you have to ask sometimes to paint it, to hang pictures up, to whatever, and we're free to do whatever the hell we want to do with our house, right? But at the same time, we have to like pay a mortgage, and let me tell you something, Florida is expensive. And then the same thing that he's saying, it's stressful because we bought a house, but we're having some issues with the backyard and like flooding and stuff. So now we have issues that we need to resolve, and it costs money, and you're thinking and all of this. And we live in Florida, so hurricane season is coming, and flooding is not something that we need in our house.
Show you right here, YouTube extraordinaire, Alondra.
But can you raise your voice?
She be out here tacaña with that money. Talking about, oh my God, bills. You gotta pay one bill.
Let me tell you something.
That's hard, too.
It's not necessarily that I'm tacaña, which means like stingy with money. It's just that I want to make sure that we have that security. So I'm always like, instead of spending the money, save it. Because if something happens and like I lose my job or whatever, like at least we have money for the house.
That's what I mean, though. Babe.
So I don't want you to spend money on the house.
That's what I mean, though.
What?
I mean, like, oh my God, we pay a mortgage. Let's say I don't gotta pay anything else more. But like, girl, we got light bill, other bills, and be like, I already paid her. I already paid. And I'm here like, oh, I guess
We
I
have
gotta pay
dozens.
now.
Listen,
I guess I gotta pay all the bills myself now.
Listen.
So, ¿cómo está? Listen. The people don't catch you,
Listen,
man.
in this house we have contributions and we have split our bills. So if I paid my bills already, I paid my bills. You gotta pay your part. That's it.
Shit. And what about the little fixer-upper? All the other stuff. Yeah, you didn't drop the damn dime when I'm out here breaking my back at Home Depot and shit.
Yeah, but you're supposed to notify me how much money you spent. I'll hook you up. I sent you money the other day, remember? I sent you a quick $100.
That was a quick out of gratitude, though. You know it.
Whatever.
Because I know I'm about
I'll be coming through.
I know I'm about a new thermostat to a shawty. You better pay for this one.
I'll be coming through.
Okay, I'll see you later. How much?
My first impression of each other, somebody asked me that, and I can't find it now.
I don't remember. I'm a little 7th grader.
Well, here's the thing for first impressions. First impression, we met when we were like 12, 13 years old in 8th grade. And I don't remember my first impression of Louis either. But after, like when we reconnected, we were 19. So what was your first impression of me reconnecting? Like,
I said, I'm gonna bag this shawty up right quick.
no, for real. When I like walked into the car, what did you think? Or you don't remember?
I said, wow.
You said, wow? That's it?
No,
What does wow what? Come back in frame, brother.
You gotta beep it out.
Come back in frame.
You see?
Listen.
Funny faces.
For me personally, it was funny because I had been talking to my family about Louis coming to pick me up. And at the time, my cousin's girlfriend Claudine was there at my house, and she came out and she looked at Louis, right? And she even went up to you. I think she said hi to you, and she goes, "You were like in the car," and she goes, "Alondra, he's so handsome." And then I just like when I pulled up and he said hi to me, I was like, "Wow, he's handsome."
That was when I was a little skinny lad.
I mean, you're handsome to me regardless. But when we initially met though, when we were like 12, 13 years old, I don't remember. I always thought you were handsome. You were just more like gordito.
I was a little chubby.
You know? And I was like really ugly with pimples and stuff.
And I thought you was a baddie still.
I know. But yeah, I thought he was handsome. I don't know. I had a good first impression of him. I was just like, damn, he went to that very.
She said, damn, Daniel.
He looking good or whatever. Okay. Is he still mad?
Oh. I mean, I'm not mad. I was shook that day. Charlie came to my baby shower, walked right past me. Didn't say hi.
You gotta be cordial. There was more questions. I didn't send him the screenshot and they must be on my phone.
You're recording on your phone, you poor soul.
So I'm just gonna ask you like 3 more questions. When's my birthday?
April 2nd.
What year?
96.
Okay. What's my favorite color?
Olive or green.
Yeah. What's my favorite food?
Pasta.
Good. What's my favorite drink?
Lemonade.
Correct. Or water. I like water.
Nah, lemonade.
Lemonade. What did I study?
Psychology. And the first was nursing. You're like,
Yeah.
what type of medicine?
Correct. I switched from nursing to psych.
You trying to make me look bad. You think I don't know these things, Shawty, but yeah, boy.
You want me to answer your questions?
I don't got no questions. I can't think like that. What's my favorite color?
Red.
It took you that long? I remember waiting.
No, because I was thinking of questions to ask you.
Bro, you gonna edit out that laugh out? God bless. Yeah.
Okay, listen. Why I keep
I'm
hitting
listening, because
you?
you're abusive, bro. She always is. She always hating me.
No, I'm not, bro.
I know.
Who loves each other more, me or you?
So I love you more. That's definite. Shit.
I love you more.
You lying to the camera.
If you love me more, give me a word.
Mwah, but I love you more though.
Okay, how did you propose to me?
I think over the phone.
Over Skype.
Some military shit.
On some military-ish. Louis proposed to me over Skype.
That boy said,
He sent the ring in the mail.
That boy said, let me take my headset off real quick, because I was playing Xbox. What, man?
That's a story for another time, okay?
This can't be a story that I remember.
What thing you like about me, and what's one thing I like about you?
I like that you're smart. You know, I like smart girls. You feel me? You bring me up.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate that. I like that you're resourceful. I feel like a lot of the times I feel like stuck. Like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna, and my husband just resolves all my problems. And I'll just be like, babe, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? And I know like Louis is gonna resolve it.
That's the military for you.
So I like that. Yeah, I might be military.
It is the military.
But you're just like resourceful. Like I could depend on you for anything. You're dependable.
Of course.
Yeah.
I gotta be.
You like that? You looking at me funny too. Let me find out you like me, dude.
Let me find out you come at me with all your needs, dude.
You're always looking at me, dude. Anybody will tell you you're always staring at me. Let me find out you like me, dude. Okay.
Is it gonna be the video?
Yeah. Oh, you know what else I like? I like that Louis is funny. We always laugh together. That's the number one thing I like. Are you have any questions for us? From the sidelines? To spice up my video?
Yeah, who's the best Warzone player? My cousin asked, what would you name any other kids you have? I have a list of names for girls, I got a lot. And then for boys, I have a couple. So girls, I like a lot of names. I like Elena. I like Isla. I like Penelope. I like a lot of names. And then for boys, I'm like very basic. I like Jeremiah, Sebastian, Ivan. What else? That's it. What about you? I always joke around saying for a boy, I want a boy. I already have a daughter. So I always used to joke around saying Oliver, but I don't know.
Not Oliver.
I like names. I feel like since we're Hispanic, we need to have kids which names can be said easily in English and in Spanish.
I feel like names are controversial, at least for us Hispanics, because like Olivia's middle name is Rain, and our family hated that middle name. They were
My
like,
mom won't shut up. Olivia Reina. Olivia Reina.
yeah. But do you think that our relationship flows so effortlessly and like the blend between our family because we're part of the same culture? Like we're both Dominican? Or you don't know?
I mean, I think it helps for our parents. I'm gonna be vibing with your dad. He's my boy. I don't think these are both clowns.
Yeah, you're right. About us, Louis is 24, I'm 24, we're the same age. Our birthdays are like 2 weeks apart. We're both Dominican. Louis was in the military. He is a United States Marine Corps veteran. I'm a teacher. What else?
Yeah, boy going to school. Yeah, boy don't like it though.
He's going to school. He gets paid virtually the same thing as me as a
right
teacher.
We do my essays. Took me up, so I love it. Got me up, shawty.
That what's it called?
I start class on Monday. I'm looking forward to
That
it.
diploma's gonna have Louis' name and my name.
Shit, don't matter, long as I make the money.
Yep. Okay, last question.
This video is already 20 minutes long. Okay, last questions. There's been last questions, like 3 questions now. Go ahead, keep on.
How do you feel about me making a YouTube channel?
I feel like you should have been making this a long time ago. Literally, we've been together 5 years. And 4 years ago, I told her, "Oh, you love makeup so much. Make a YouTube channel about makeup." And I didn't do it. She could have been started with the makeup. Then she would have got pregnant. People eat that thing up. all that, pregnancy, all that good stuff. You know, famous. And then I would have been just sitting on the couch with the long playing.
So you think it's long overdue?
I mean, better late than never. Who knows? My mom wants me to start a channel too, but I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I want him to start a gaming channel because he's good at that. So he should, right, guys?
I'm not doing
I think he should.
it. I play for my entertainment.
I think that YouTube kind of is a little bit, not necessarily oversaturated, just a lot of people are on YouTube. And I'm not necessarily expecting to blow up anytime soon. But it's fun. I like it. I like editing videos. I'm learning. And I feel like that's part of what I like, that I am learning something new. It's like a hobby, you know?
You're pretty good at editing videos, even if it's on your phone.
Yeah, I edit on my phone. I film on my phone. It's fun.
You're making me cry all the time.
I make him cry with the videos I edit on my daughter. I'm learning, guys. I'm having fun.
Yep.
Thank you to my husband for being here in this video with me. I appreciate it. I love you. Thank you to you guys for following my channel, for subscribing, for viewing. It means a lot to me. Shout out once again to my little cousin Nono. Let me know down below what other videos you would like to see with me and Louis, or just me by myself. I've gotten requests for breastfeeding videos. Somebody else wants to watch Louis versus my dad, who knows me better. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you'd like to see. Subscribe, like, and I'll see you in the next one.
And hit the post notification bell. Duh.